here in the online video industry here over the past week, and I'm doing it live today for a few reasons. One, because I want to interact with you guys. I got the chat open here, so I'll be watching you guys as well. Also, feel free to tweet me what your thoughts are as we go through this, because I would love to feature some of them here. So as we go through this, make this a little bit more interactive, and so you can tweet me at Tim Schmoyer, as you see on the screen right now. And another thing that reason why I'm doing this live is because I just had my twin daughters were born last week, and it's been a crazy week. I was up like 9 times during the night last night, so it was pretty crazy, but it was a lot of fun. And not really, it was a lot. It was mostly crazy. I'm really tired, but I want to do this live with you guys as a way for me to hang out with you, but also make this a little bit easier as we go forward in the future with my twins and everything like that. So let's get into the stories real quick. And again, tweet me if you have some thoughts about some of these things as we're going through them. Love to feature them and put your tweets right up here, and I'll be looking at your chat also. So first story, let's get on it, shall we? So the first story is one that I thought was pretty cool. It's and it's really helpful for me thinking through like how do we work through some of the stuff here. Video creators I want to do with making this more of a community and not just a like a broadcast like me to you, and then we get to interact in the comments a little bit. And one of the ideas here is how and why to build a booming Facebook group. And this guy has a lot to say about, the Facebook page versus a group and his experience with it, as far as, what was it, like around here somewhere. Yeah, so his page had exactly 660 likes, a group of 660 members, and he got over 15 times the traffic from using the group. And it's also, you get like the notifications in a group, but I am thinking like what this guy did, where is it? Right here. So he made his group, we're here to help, digital marketing questions. And it wasn't about like, hey, join a video creators or whatever your channel might be group. It was more about offering value, titling after the value that your group wants to give. And then as your group really like solidifies your community in this Facebook group, then it makes you and your brand and your channel look good as well. And so I really like that about this idea, and I'm kind of thinking about doing it with you guys, like making a video creators questions or a YouTuber questions public group, and using that as a way to not only build more exposure for this channel, but also as a way to serve you guys better and introduce you to each other. Because I know like being a creator can feel really lonely sometimes, and it's really nice to feel like you have places you can bounce ideas and questions on. The problem though that you guys should think through, and this is the reason I haven't done this yet, and the links to all this in the description below this video, go check them out. There's also a link to my birth vlog of my twins down there. You can check that out also. But the reason why I haven't done this yet is that this could easily become like a full-time job just to manage this. I mean, just think about spam, like if nothing else, like the amount of people who are coming in like, check out my latest video, or having like asking the same questions over and over again. And then everyone else who has been in the group for a long time who has those questions answered, like, and so they become less active and engaged because, and they're turn off notifications or something like that. And so before I do something like this, and before you guys do something like this, I recommend reading the article and thinking about ways to turn it just from like a one-on, like you versus everyone type of thing, but changing it so it's more of a community-based thing where people are facing and talking to each other. Make really good for your brand. But think through how you're going to manage it, how you're going to keep the group to be valuable, and how are you going to do this in a way that really makes sense for what you guys are doing like long term, right? So check out that link. If you guys have any thoughts about how we could do this well, I would love to hear them in the comments below, and 'cause I think this could be valuable for us as creators, but I want to do it right. So that's one story. Another story I'm gonna share with you guys is this one. YouTube sees 11 times more viewing per hours per day than Facebook. So not like super surprising, but I think with all the hype that's been going on with Facebook video views getting more and going more, and like all that, let's just calm down and remember, like, look at this chart right here, right? I'm gonna sneeze. That's the bad part about doing this live. Oh man. So this is it. This is not. So Facebook and YouTube will both compare views, although they're counting views differently. So that's a thing. Like, Facebook is very lenient. If you just, where's my phone? If you just like scroll right by that video in your phone, and you don't even really look at it for more than 3 seconds, they're like, oh, he saw it. He skipped it, but he saw it. That's a view, right? He viewed it, right? Whatever. Nice job, Facebook. Skew your numbers. But but on YouTube, look at this chart. Like, this is the daily video watching as far as amount of time people are spending on YouTube video versus Facebook video. And I think that you will see that there's a lot of good reasons why to stick with YouTube. And not that you would abandon YouTube, but I just want to point out the numbers that all the hype is going to Facebook video, but YouTube is still winning hands down in terms of the amount of time people are spending on their site. So this full article is linked up down there below. The last thing I want to do before I start hitting up some of your questions and talk about this stuff, and look forward to getting your guys' tweets up here as well, is this one, Wirecast. So I tried it. Basically what Wirecast is, it's a new mobile app for you have on your phone, and it lets you broadcast live to YouTube straight through your phone. Now, right now for this live stream, I'm using their desktop version of Wirecast, so I can show my screen, I can show my camera, I can have the intro music coming in and out. I can do a lot of that type of stuff, which is cool. But this is kind of like a very slimmed down version for your phone, so that you can go live and interact with your audience wherever you're at, just from your mobile device, which I think is pretty cool. Now, I have tried it. I did pay to unlock the full version, and I was really, really hoping it would work well, because I would love to hang out live with you guys more often, just to do Q&A, to help you guys out with the problems you're bumping into in your channels, and help you guys out as best as I can. And I can do that best if I just do it spontaneously on my phone, rather than have to make sure I got everything set up and the kids are taken care of and quiet in front of Minecraft or whatever they're doing up there right now. And it'd be way easier for me to do that spontaneously on my phone. But the last time I tried it, it didn't actually work. I set up the event, and then you guys started coming in like, hey, there's an event here, we don't see anything. And so I talked to them about it. They said they've worked on it, they're fixing that up. But the app, it's free to use unless you want to unlock a few other features, like doing private and unlisted live streams. But here's some of the features. You can switch between multiple shots. Here's another one. You can brand your stream like I have here. Like I have my different graphics over it. You can overlay different graphics on top of your feed from your phone there. You can, this is only the pro version, the replaying highlights. So if you're like doing a sporting event or something, you're like, whoa, what was that? You can like scroll back with your finger and like replay what just happened. So that's pretty cool. And with the pro version, you can also, the free version you can do only to YouTube, but the pro version you can live stream to anywhere as a RTMP server. So that's cool. And then the comments and the chat that's happening does show up live on your screen. One downside is that there is no way to moderate the comments. So if you get people who are just like spamming right now, you guys are doing awesome. No one's like spamming each other. You're all being very respectful and polite. But it has happened before, right? Where people come on and just start saying stupid stuff, and you want to like kick that person, and you can't do that from your phone. You can only do that from the desktop. So also landscape or portrait. So I'm not sponsored by any means. They don't even know I'm doing this right now. I'm just doing this because I thought it was a resource that I want to use more with you guys, and wanted to share more with you as potentially something that might work out well for what you guys are trying to do as well. So let's jump into some tweets here and quickly answer some of your questions and share some of the thoughts that you guys have about this, because I know a lot of you guys have a lot of input into this that is going to be really valuable as well for a lot of us. So, all right, so we have a question here. Let me pull up your questions here. Here's one. I have a question. Friends, can I hold my YouTube viewers separate? I have a Facebook for family and friends. Can I hold my YouTube viewers separate from that? Yeah, create a page or a group or something like that, and that should work just fine. for you guys to really, so you can have like separate stuff, you know. So if you've got personal stuff you're posting on one page or your profile account, like personally, I have it set up so people can follow me publicly on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Tim Schmoyer. But the stuff I only want friends to see, I just changed the privacy settings of that post to friends only, that type of thing. So that's how I do that, and I think that would be a good way to do it. Or you just set up a public figure profile or a public figure Facebook page and do it that way too if you want to keep it completely separate, like not even following you. I like kind of having everything in one spot, so I don't like managing multiple places, so that's the way I do that. We have here also, same person, why is a Facebook presence good for my YouTube channel? For me, it's cross promotion. You know, it's getting people who wouldn't have not otherwise discovered me in one place to discover me now the other place. I upload all these videos to Facebook also, not because like I'm going to monetize it or anything, but just because it's another place for me to serve people, to reach people, and to grow my social reach overall. So when you do brand deals and things, like they don't care like how much money you're making them for AdSense. They're like, what's your social reach? And I can say, well, I'm reaching this number of people on YouTube, this number of people on Facebook, and a lot of other creators can't say that about the Facebook thing, so it gives me a little bit of an edge. So that's one reason, because a brand doesn't care where people see it. They just want people to see it, and I can do that just as well as Facebook as I can on YouTube. So Variety Girl, can we ask questions not related to news? No, let's keep it to kind of the Facebook stuff, but good question. Let's see here. Is Google Plus communities a viable option to create to Facebook groups? Maybe. The problem with that I see is that not as many people use like Google Plus, you know, and so most people are checking in on Facebook, you know, multiple times a day. And so your group, the posts that have been made in your group will show up in their news feed. They can get notifications in Facebook if they want. So that's why I would use a Facebook group other than over a Google Plus community, because it's just not as widely accepted. And this is kind of related, so I'll talk about it. What do you use for animated graphics, such as what you're using right now? Like I said, I'm using Wirecast Play right now to do this hangout and this live stream with you guys. So hopefully it's working fine, other than a little Twitter glitch I ran into here a second ago. So if you guys have any other questions, I see there's a lot coming through in chat. Do you believe Facebook video could take off by the end of 2016 as Star Wars HQ? You know, Facebook video is already kind of taking off, so I don't know if that's as much of a concern. It's just I just like the past few days been spending a lot of time for a client of mine. We're doing a Facebook strategy, video strategy, and a YouTube strategy, and I just spent the past couple of days looking at all the data, putting the two together, and comparing them. What I found is that they're very much complementary, that, you know, they're reaching different people, different audiences, different types of content, work in different places. The length of the content matters. They're just different, right? So I would encourage you to think of them as not like which one should I go with, but figure out a strategy that lets you capitalize on both places there. So, and to answer your question, how can I use Facebook to grow my YouTube channel, and how, like, that's basically how I do it. I'm not using to grow my YouTube channel. I'm using it to grow my social reach overall, you know, and the amount of people I'm reaching and impacting, a message that I'm spreading. So to go along with Facebook, do you remember any other social media outlets? You know, the way to think about this isn't like, yes, use this platform, don't use this platform. Each of them are different tools, and every tool has a specific purpose that it is designed to do. Like an objective is designed to accomplish, right? So you don't go up in your roof and try to nail in nails with a leaf rake, right? You got a hammer. It's a different tool. Same thing with social media platforms, is that they're designed differently as different tools for different purposes. And so I can't really tell you that one I would recommend over any other one. They're all just kind of they're all used for different stuff. I've seen a few channels uploading same videos. I do that just because I don't take the time. It's not a great strategy. It's better than nothing, but it's not a great strategy because, like I said, videos that perform on YouTube are very different than the videos that perform well on Facebook. Different audiences, people looking for different things. On YouTube, they're specifically looking for videos. On Facebook, the video is more of like an interruption in their feed, so very, very different. And so to answer this question, should I edit my videos? I upload it differently. Yes, but to get into all that is a story for like another time, unfortunately. So let's take like one or two more. We're gonna wrap it up here. How many times should we visit Video Lab's Facebook group while in training? Video Lab starts today, for those of you who don't know. For those of you who are signed up, it's closed. It's sold out. There's no more spaces left. But we have a private Facebook group for those people in that course that are going through the next 10 weeks with me. And you can use as much as you like. I'll be posting in there pretty frequently, but it's a great way for us is to communicate throughout the 10 weeks and ask for feedback, for me to give you personalized input and stuff to what you're working on and things. So that would be great. So let's do one more here and wrap it up. What kinds of Facebook groups would be ideal for small content creators? Good question. I'm glad you asked this, because the key here is, this article points out a little bit, but it doesn't really go into. But the key isn't to make a Facebook group around your brand or around your personality, but to create a Facebook group about the value that someone's going to get from it. It's something that people can identify with. So for example, if you have like let's say you have a YouTube channel about Little League Baseball. Don't create a Facebook group or a Facebook page about like, if you want to grow it and build a community, don't grow it like after the branding that you've set up for yourself. Instead, title it something like, our kids are Little League Baseball rock stars. Make that the title of the group, right? Or something like, growing your kids to be the best Little League baseball players ever. You know, it's a little bit long. We get the idea. Like, people who see that title, they don't know about your brand. They don't care. They're like, yes, I want that. Or yes, I want to be a part of that. Or yes, I can identify with that, right? And they like to join the group because of that. You'll grow up much more fast, much more quickly. You have a lot more interaction if you title the Facebook group after that. And then the way it transfers to your channel or to your content is that your content is now like you're answering the questions of people asking in the group. And so if someone out in the group asks a question, you can make a video about, hey, I made a video about this on my Facebook or my YouTube channel. And you can start cross-promoting that way. You get the audience on Facebook engaging with YouTube content, and you're introducing the new Facebook people to your YouTube channel. You know, so it's kind of like a complementary type of thing there. So I hope that helps for you guys. You know, this has been like a lot of fun, and I would love to hear what you guys think about this going forward, and how we could better serve you guys. If you like the live streaming, if you didn't like the live streaming, all that stuff, just let me know, and we will. Hold on a second here. I'm learning how to use this software. There we go. And it'll be fun to like hang out with you guys more in the future and just do a lot of this type of stuff. So let me know what you think about it. If you have any feedback. Yes, Tim, we love doing this live. We love the interaction. We love that we get to hang out together. No, Tim, just do your normal stuff. You know, keep it quick and edited. I'm looking forward to seeing your feedback and everything down there. And if this is your first time here, I'd love to have you subscribe, because we do every week talk about what's happening in the online video space, give you guys all the tools that you need to grow your audience, to build an income. And going forward, 2016, we're going to be talking a lot more about the business side of YouTube. I got a great video coming up for you guys on Thursday about that, about my own team and the kind of behind the scenes. It's not just me here, video creators. There's actually several of us here that work together on this content and this channel for you guys. So I'll be introducing them to you and talking about a little bit about that. And so subscribe, and I'll see you guys again sometime soon. Thanks for hanging out, and thank you for your support, my family and everything. I could keep talking. I love doing this, but you let me know if you love it too. Thanks, guys. Bye.